Week 13, Broncos coming to the Panthers, Carolina Panthers. We're undefeated, facing the worst record team in the NFL, the Denver Broncos, who are 2-9. We have their first round pick. They're first in passing yards, fourth in defending the pass, and not that great at running the ball. They're worst in the league. We are, oh, you see it there. All right, we have clinched the division. So now it's time to get clinch the number one seed. It'd be nice to have a week off, see who comes to us, and get home field throughout the playoffs. Last week, Arch Manning got Player of the Week again with 4 touchdown passes. Let's take a look at their staff. Oh, apparently it's the game of the week. That's weird. They're the worst team. Okay, vertical power run. Same thing we run. 3-4. Similar to us. Yeah, we just run the base. They run the under. I don't know the difference. Yeah, Arch Manning and the Panthers welcome the Broncos in our game of the week. Okay, if you say so. Watch, they're probably going to play us really fucking hard. Okay, oh. Maybe I should take him off IR. We'll wait a week. You know what? Yeah, we'll wait a week. We'll see. I won't do it now. Uman Mielen's back, but we're gonna take it easy on his injury there, his recovery. We're gonna start LeVar Arrington Jr., who is up for some reason, dev trade increase to superstar. All he needs is 3 tackles for losses. The stats said he got 1.5 sacks last week, and I did not see any, nor do I recall any, although I admit I was not fully watching as closely as I usually do. But I looked at the highlights and the replays, and he wasn't on there, so I don't know. Anyway, Bo Nix hasn't progressed as I'm sure they'd like. They would have hoped. R.J. Harvey's good running back, and a good backup in Kevin Riley there. Both smaller backs with speed. Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims Jr. Just hey Marvin, just so you know, man, they're trying to trade you for a third string quarterback. Might want to tell you about Bo Nix too. Today's Green, he's actually intriguing. I was looking at him, and I can't even. No, he's a rookie. There's no way that they would trade him. He's a first string guy. And maybe they would for a first rounder. I mean, even if they took a third rounder, I mean, realistically, they wouldn't. This guy just can't seem to fucking stay on a team. How old is this guy, dude? 10 years? He's just like year after year he's in the free agent market. Oh, well, there's a weakness. Other than that, there's another area to exploit. That's where Arrington Jr. is going to face. Okay, that's good news. Jonathan Allen, Darrell Taylor, Peter Woods is their nose tackle. Edge Benito. Oh man, he must have progressed a lot. 6-year out of Oklahoma. You got Trey Greenlaw and Chisholm, rookie. Okay, I'm thinking. Oh, the accuracy's not there yet. I'm thinking we want to get back to running a little bit. Now, of course, they're still going to pass the fucking ball. But I'm thinking I want to try and get running a little bit. Get that running game back. Okay, we're good there. And we're good there. We're 26 in the league in defensive turnovers. I want to create more. Not that I have, not that I really can. I have no control over it. Don't even call plays. I just give them a fucking play call sheet and they don't even follow it. All right, let's hope. Let's look at the standings real quick. Dude, I just noticed this. I'll show. Here, I'll share in a little bit. Okay, so right now we would have the first and fourth overall pick plus our own. Hopefully we can keep our unbeaten streak going. Check this shit out. Playoff picture. Browns, the #1 seed, out of nowhere. See, it was that Robert Hunt trade, man. They gave us a 6th-round pick. We gave them Robert Hunt, and look at them go. I'm hoping Drew Allar's doing well for them. But okay, then you got the Colts, 2nd seed, Bills, Chargers, Texans, Chiefs, of course, Raiders. And over on the NFC side, no huge surprises there. This looks like the NFC West has got a battle again. I think we're rooting for. Man, that would suck if we face Bryce Young and he just tears us up, picks us apart. It's probably not the narrative I want to hope for. Man, let's look at. You know what? Before we start this game, let's go look at Drew Aller and the Packers. Because the Packers drafted a quarterback 2nd overall after letting go of Jordan Love and signing Caleb Williams, who the Bears let go because they got Fernando Mendoza in the draft a couple years. Same year we got Arch Manning. And then you got Sam Leavitt leading the Cardinals to the playoffs so far. Okay. And then didn't the Giants have like a top pick last year after going to the playoffs the prior year? All right, I want to check that out. Browns and Packers. I want to check out who's running plays for them at quarterback. All right, so yeah, they signed Caleb Williams in free agency, drafted Bryce Underwood. Let's see how many snaps he's gotten. He's a hidden dev trait. He's not played at all. So of course the Packers are doing the Packer thing and letting their 1st-round quarterback just sit and soak it all in. And Caleb Williams is leading them to the playoffs. Oh man, that's rough. 17 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Not the best year. The year prior, it looks like he didn't even play. Oh, because they started Fernando Mendoza. That's why. Like, dude, why would you? I guess they did the same thing we did. They drafted a guy and they let go of that one. Only we traded and got some draft capital. Okay. Let's go look at the Browns. Diego Pavia. Wouldn't that be something if he was the one taking all the snaps because Allard has been injured? Let's look at his stats. I'm sure it's nothing. Nothing. What about him? Nothing. Drew Aller, man, are you finally doing something for the Browns after being a #1 overall pick? God damn it, what am I doing? Okay. Oh man, you haven't done shit. 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 64%. Like, that's like your rookie year was your best year. You haven't done diddly squat. That's your running backs, isn't it? These two guys. Damn, they're just like, they're owning it. Watch. Thousand yards, dude, 12 touchdowns. What's your average? 5.5 a carry. That's what it is, man. They're just running the ball left and right. So Judkins is second in the... Damn, okay. Giants apparently have a good running back there. Okay, let's get her started. You know what? I want to do a little different here. Let's go... Nah. Yeah. Let's go a little old school, but with the black helmet. And we're going to go run.
It's week 13 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Robert Woods. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Panthers and the Broncos.
Robert
and
Woods,
it's
baby.
Coming up next
Robert
on
fucking
EA
Woods.
Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Damn it.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week second.
All right, remember, LeVar Arrington. Let's get him some TFLs or sacks or something. He's starting over Princely today. Right now he's lined up on the over there, 56. LeVar Arrington Jr.
That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now it's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
You know, I kind of like these unis.
On first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield.
I'm not sour on
How
him.
about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Off the play fake. Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Throwing Nix. He completes it to Hunter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, that's a good start to drive number 2. Remember, they had to punt the first time they had it. So maybe a little bit different sense of purpose here, and they start out with a nice gain and a quick first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. In motion right is the tight end. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Running up the middle.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about.
I'm over here eating my food. Okay, that's what happened. When I saw him, I was like, okay, he's got the corner. Is that technically a block in the back there? Fucking cheaters. Alright, you know, bad defense.
About it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The CD, you know, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. They run once more with Taylor. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Manning. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
This will be caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Throwing is Manning. And he's
Beautiful response. Beautiful.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
one. Working out of the gun is Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Mims in motion left. Nix to the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pass knocked away by J.C. Horn. 2nd and 10. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Nix to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. As they've got it as we resume action. Shotgun now for Manning.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's got a man wide open.
Nice.
Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing now is Manning. Got a man, that's Liggett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Manning gonna throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Manning. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Here's Nix. Looking sideline, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
3rd down and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They'll look to throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Nick's looking to throw again. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On play action, here's Nix. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Looking to throw. Nix. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hunter. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They need 12 here. It's third down. Back to throw. Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13 play.
Just one tackle. Whew. What would help? Yeah, just keep going.
Yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Manning now to throw. That one complete to Ligon. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. In motion goes the tight end. Now Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. To throw, it's Manning. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down and 6 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Manning to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time. And
had a fucking guy open. I want to see this shit.
3rd down. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackle.
Look at Puka right here. Like, 2 guys wide fucking open, man. Why would you not throw that? Why? Like what what the fuck is wrong with this game? Like you throw that all the time. Sometimes you throw shit before you should throw it. What are you doing? I mean, what are you... You fucking idiot. Fuck.
Along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now it's Nix. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger.
Eric Jr.
Here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use
that's
the
one.
first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From midfield, here's Manning.
Jesus.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Fuck, dude, like there's nothing you can do apparently.
And the pressure gets to him again.
You get an X-factor
now the
fucking
Broncos
quarterback.
are going to call the first of their timeouts.
What is
as
this?
The stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is.
Someone's getting punished. Thompson, you're out. Put the rookie in. He's a hidden dev.
Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left.
And if he sucks, I'm putting in Sonona.
It's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Nix. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Nix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home.
Nice.
Lamar Jackson leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Kendrick Bourne, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints.
Why isn't it showing the rookie quarterback?
A touchdown run
or
in the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating.
Run.
There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. To throw is Manning. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Go deep.
Manning. They'll get this complete to Sanders, the tight end. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Manning.
In.
On the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Bryant with a catch right side.
Hold on a second.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a third.
Did I not change the rush? Oh, you fucking moron. What a fucking moron. That's why I didn't see him as much. I'm over here thinking he just was fucking tired all the time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Nix to the air. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
but it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be
right,
1st and 10 as
next?
they take over. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing now is Manning.
Go, baby. Go, Coker. Go, Coker.
Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of
Sorry,
yardage.
man, but when you have Puka, Nick Harbor, and Leggett, you're just not that explosive, man.
Throwing is Manning. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now Manning. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has
It's
percentage
just,
completion
it's asking
rise
you
way
to
up.
run.
Not that time.
They're begging for you to run right
They'll
there.
look to run
Thank
with
you.
Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
They want the ball back. They want to give up. They threw in the white flag.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Denver offense at the line ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Green, the tight end, in motion. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll buy, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought
Ooh!
down.
Eric the Jr. That's 2.
And it'll bring up second. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not
I'm just
lie.
going to call him
And
Junior
that's
now.
indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching
Come on,
for
Junior.
sack number 5. To throw is Nix. Going underneath to the tight end, Green.
Get another one, bro.
Call
I
the
can
gain of 6
rest you the
on
rest
the
of the
play.
game.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete.
I'm going to see
The
where he
rush
stands.
gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th.
Oh, okay, yeah, just 2. All right, you need one more TFL.
Empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
They're not reporting the
The
pick.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Forgot about that. Oh, nice.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Oh, 5's going deep.
Manning gonna throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, it's Manning. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the gun on third down, Manning. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
It's awfully funny how they react after I bench somebody. I know it's just coincidence, but
now Manning.
kind of fun.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
All right, things are going a little too easy. They're probably going to do a pick
Shotgun
or close
now
to a
for
pick,
Manning.
sack,
That's complete to his running back,
loss of
Taylor.
yards.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here.
Look at
It's
the
going
run.
to be second
Look at the
and
running
goal.
lane. I can see it.
Working from the gun, Manning.
Oh, here comes it. Yep.
And he
Thought it was
just
coming
chucked
too
that
easy.
one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach.
Yeah, he has to correct
Maybe a
himself
wise
a
call
little
not
bit.
to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Manning now on third and goal.
Nice.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a loss of 2,
yes.
maybe 3 on the play.
What?
And that'll...
Is that it? I know he only helped on that one. Yes, that's it. Okay. Princely, I know you've been resting. You know what? Fuck this, dude. He's having a good game. Let's fucking let him play. But Princely's... Yeah. I say we put Princely in. Harrington can back him up. Hold on.
Brandon, we could...
Might as well change this now. Damn, he's got 99 strength. Damn, Derek.
Developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Panthers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Manning.
Oh my goodness.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Doesn't want him to be forgotten.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Holy shit.
Past midfield.
Oh, that's why I draft fast guys.
Terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But
Okay,
if
I
nothing else,
gotta
even if
give
the
some
miracle
respect
doesn't
here.
happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to
I
head
gotta give
back
some
onto the
flowers
field.
on this.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for.
Is that the same guy that had that long run? Okay, running back on running back right here. Jukes him, or, okay, does that. Look at that. Cut. You got Nomura right there. But cuts again. Just in time to get the leverage to not be affected by Mr. Green there. Cuts again. So him going that way basically just delayed the guy just fast enough, or just enough to where he could cut, and then our kicker just got abused. Alright, well he's trying. God bless him. That's why I drafted. And look at Junior, man. Junior almost keeping up with a corner. There you go. There you go. All right, give your flowers on that. What do we got? How's the stats looking? 382 fucking yards, man. 82% completion. If only you didn't have a pick. How's that fucking #1 passing team in the league going there for you, Bo Nix? Alright, just need 16 more yards to get that goal. And hopefully not a passing touchdown, 2 passing touchdowns. Alright, back to the game.
That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing Nix. And Bryant's got it over the middle. So the completion
in essence, we basically got Fisk for...
And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
2nd round pick and Trevell Wharton? Yeah, Tershawn Wharton.
To throw, here's Nix. And he takes a shot.
We got Puka for Bryce Young and swapping first round picks.
Big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
I don't think Fisk was doing what he was doing with the
break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to let this go.
Get it.
Back in the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Just one of these days, I want someone to know they have a teammate behind them.
Unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Nice.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Take it back now. Damn you.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So after the INT, it's Manning. That's over the middle to his tight end Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Broncos 12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Gain on the play. Complete to Puka Nakua.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, here's Nix.
There we go.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted.
Back-to-back picks, baby.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
This live.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 3rd and 4. Here's Manning to throw.
Dude, why are you doing this? Why are you doing
that? That will be incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The visitors' offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has
You know
happened.
who I haven't
Use that as ammo
I haven't
going
seen
Exactly.
make
Take
a
a great look at that
splash play
scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went
in
for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole
any
deal.
season except
And never
anything after the
forget it,
first
because
season.
You're not going to want that feeling.
Is
here.
the free
No, you
safety.
don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Junior. Alright, don't fucking do this to me. Don't fucking freeze like the one time. Dude, 2 touch. Okay. 478 total yards to their 222. We rushed for 133 to their 126. 345 yards passing to their 96. This was the number 1 team in the league for passing yards. He still completed 22, but average was 3.8 yards. Yeah, that's the perfect fucking offense to go defend short pass. Dude, okay, he's having a year, man. He's gonna be MVP. There's Taylor had a game. Dude, look at shared carries, almost identical results except for the touchdowns. And my non-thumper is breaking more tackles. All right. Coker, dude. How'd the rookie do? 2 pancakes, okay. And that kind of pains me, man, because he did so well. I want him to succeed. 6'7", 310, he's 6'5". But it obviously made the change at halftime, and I mean, just saying. So that's the kid that they gave away next year's first round pick to move up 2 spots. That's who they want. That's who they got. And he got a sack on us today. But we kicked their fucking ass. Yeah, second half, all us. 35 points. 5 fucking touchdowns. Damn. The fuck is this? Oh, safety. You know what? Hold on, I want to see. Well, I mean, you still could have gone to 88. Stepped up in the pocket. does that player, that name sound familiar? Okay, so he falls for the fucking fake. And says, oh shit. Okay. Good recovery. That's his, bro. That's his. Beautiful. Beautiful. Junior. That's so unprecedented that he doesn't have anything unlocked. What the fuck? Oh man. Alright. Started as a inside backer in college. Drafted him to be a edge rusher. Or backup inside backer. Ooh. Hmm. I mean, I ain't opposed to it. Just saying. But he actually would probably give just more reps at edge. Shit, I've already forgotten who I was looking at to potentially trade for here. That corner, if I wanted to. Fuck. Everything's looking up. All right, let's see. Well, Broncos lost, and it looked like I think the Bucks. It said it lost. They lost. So did the Falcons, and we have the Rams and Cardinals second round picks. All right, he's running away with it now. So what's the touchdown record? Like 55? 5 games left? Oh no, he's not going to make it. All right, first meeting against the Falcons. They're good at running the ball. And their defense sucks. Okay, that's good. Ooh. Wow. That hurts. Oh, backup running backs do okay with against us sometimes. I wonder if they regret not taking Manning. And they still have this guy. Second year guy out of Georgia. Kobe Hudson's a Falcon now, huh? All right, we'll see him. Oh, that's a big fucking guy. Damn, dude. Yeah, he was. What? He's a rookie, right? Yeah. Let's see. Left tackle. There's our bitch. Oh shit. Damn. Vea. I say we pass it. Huh, I don't know. Well, I ain't starting it now, so I got time to think about it. Okay. 5 games left. Yeah, we are a ways away. Oh shit. So 1, 2, 3. And then the next best team in the NFC is fucking 7 and 5. Where are the Seahawks? 5 and 7. Okay. Yeah, look at this fucking race for the NFC West. All 7 and 5 except the Seahawks, who are still in it. Okay, damn. All right, so basically we just have to. Well, I mean, at this stage, if we win 3 games, would we have? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Just have to keep pounding. First and 5th. You know, we trading back. Whatever it is, or yeah, I mean, at this stage, whatever it is, we're trading back. Maybe take a guy. All right. That'll do it. Up next, the